The Pacers of Indiana.
What?
The Indiana Pacers.
Wow.
That's right. Guys, I think this team is going to be good. Really good.
So over 48 wins, good?
I kind of think so. Is that what their number is? 48? Yeah,
That's what their number is from Vegas right now.
I kind of think so, yeah. There's a couple of question marks. They paid Tyreek Evans. I guess it's a shorter deal, but they really paid Tyreek Evans. Tyreek Evans had a great year last year. I have to admit, Kevin, I'll defer to you because I'm sure you know more about this than me. I didn't watch a lot of Grizzlies action last year, but boy, Tyreek Evans had a really good year, and they added him. I think they overpaid for Doug McDermott, but nonetheless, he's on the roster.
Take Fink out of that, please. They overpaid for Doug. I really like Doug, but Mark Bartlestein strikes again there, baby. Wow.
But and they also got Kyle O'Quinn, who I like. I mean, I liked their moves in the offseason were low key impressive to me. And guys, they should have beat the Cavs in the playoffs last year. Oladipo was the real deal, two-way dominating player. I couldn't believe how good Bojan Bogdanovic played. I can't believe it would carry over. But, Domantas Sabonis fits into exactly what they want. And we'll see if Miles Turner extends before October 15th deadline. I don't know if he will or not. I haven't seen a lot of reporting on it, and I don't really have any insight. But let's just say for the sake of my point here that he doesn't extend. You're going to have Thaddeus Young and Miles Turner playing on, and I think Bogdanovic and Darren Collison all playing in contract years. I think it's primed for there to be. I just think that they're a sneaky team. I think they're very well coached. I think they've been smartly put together, and I really like their offseason. Guys, what do you think?
The thing I liked about the offseason is, they could have said, we had this great year, we surprised everyone, let's run it back. And they weren't content to do that. I mean, they did bring back Bogdanovic and Collison, who had non-guarantees. Collison in particular being at a really good number for them. But, now they can have, as you mentioned, the benefit of not extending Turner is his cap hit's going to be relatively low next summer. So they're looking at, you could have the core of Turner and Oladipo and Sabonis and have max money next year. Not that, Indiana is a destination for free agents, but, that's great flexibility. Or you could decide to run it back at that case and re-sign those guys. I thought it was a great number for them for Evans. If I were running the Lakers, he would have been my number one target after signing LeBron. I thought he was a perfect fit there because not only can he handle the ball and play point guard a little bit if you need him to, as he has early in his career, he's also become a really good spot-up three-point shooter and someone you have to defend out there. So I think he's a great fit, either playing with Oladipo or kind of running the show with that second unit. Didn't love the McDermott contract for all the reasons we went into, but
they needed shooting. They needed shooting.
Yes, and they got it in both McDermott
for
and
$22 million.
Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. I live in Omaha, Nebraska.
I know what to tell you. Don't do it.
They loved it out here. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. I bet they did. I bet they did.
I still don't think this team is going to be. Yeah, go for it, man.
Well, I was going to say, I see the Pacers, and the only thing that scares me is it seems like the hype train for this team is off the charts. And maybe it's the old Vegas in me, guys, and losing so much money out there with Mr. Hahn. But when everybody's jumping in on, oh, man, this team's going to be great. This team's going to be great. They're ready to take the next step. That's when I start to go, wait a minute. Did they just get hot last year? And did they get to a place where they just overachieved a little bit? And I'm not certain that Oladipo can be that superstar player that he showed at various points last season, and certainly in that playoff series against LeBron. I mean, this goes back to the trainer sending out that Instagram right after that Cavs series ended. Oh man, he's ready to get even better, and that's all well and good. And I like the pieces they have in place, but I'm with you. I mean, sometimes you get one of these teams that overachieves one season, and everybody wants to anoint them the next year, and for whatever reason, whether it's the talent just isn't the same or isn't playing as well together or injuries, it just seems like they're never able to live up to expectations. So
even if Oladipo is the same player as he was last year.
I mean, look, the optimism, I see why people would have it. I understand why you would have it be. But the Pacers, as far as a team that can really challenge in the East and make noise to a point where you think they have a legitimate chance at the end, I don't see that from them this season.
I think
all right, you're on the record.
I think Collinger used to call it a consolidation year, when you have those young teams that really make noise the year before and then they take kind of a step back the following year. They have the same win total at 48. Do you still prefer Indiana over to make some noise? Like, do you prefer them over Milwaukee?
Well, I wish I was getting better odds on Indiana, but the sheet I'm looking at here, all the odds are minus 110. So, I would like the Pacers to be more underrated. The odds being the same, I would probably. No, forget it. I'm taking the Pacers, taking the over. I'll take the over on the Pacers.